Hey, all right, everybody, look, I got another box. Okay, well, what's inside the box? Well, the picture isn't quite the same as what's inside the box. What's inside the box is a double-motored, double-battery beast of an e-bike. Ready, steady, go. So let's get it all out of the box. There's some more boxes inside, so we'll have a look at them first, put the bike together, and then we'll have a look at the bike. So when you open the box, there's a few things inside the box. Well, there's more boxes inside the big box. This comes separate here. This obviously is the front mud guard. Then you've got this box here, this box and this box. And the front wheel, you have to fit the front wheel yourself. So let's have a look inside these three boxes here. Now, let's look in this one because I know this is the charger. So we'll have a quick look in there. It's got a UK plug, which we're onto a winner straight away. And if I can look quickly on the back of there, what does this say there? It says, I can see it says is the 3 amp charger. So there we go, so that's the charger. Let's pull that one side with it. Now let's have a look inside this box here. And there we go, look, we got 2 nice big mirrors. So we'll be putting them on. I don't know if the camera's picking this up very well because the sun is right behind me. But anyway, we've got 2 big mirrors, then we've got this big box here. Now, those mirrors are going to make it look a bit like a motorbike. It already looks like a motorbike, but anyway. So in this box here, we have got a pair of pedals. Nice. Little toolkit thingamajigly. Nice. We got... Now that looks like a smart phone holder, but there's already a phone holder on the bike that we'll look at in a bit. What have we got here now? Another... Oh, look. Now that's nice, isn't it? Is another charger. So we've actually got 2 chargers. They've actually given us 2 chargers so you can charge 2 batteries up at the same time. That is fantastic. I was expecting you had to charge them both at different times. That's brilliant, that is. We've got an instruction manual in there. We've got the front indicators because the back light and brake light and indicators all integrated. So we got the front indicators. I can see that we got some cable ties there. We've got a big, massive front headlight, which looks like a motorbike headlight. And we got some spanners. So there we go. So that's what's in the boxes within that big box there. Okay then, here it is. And it's a bit of a beast. Blimey! Flippin' heck! Look at it. Now, when it comes in the box, it is a bit heavy. I think it's around about 56 kilograms because it's got a steel frame, 2 batteries and 2 motors and the 2 big wheels. So be aware that the box is quite heavy. When you get out of the box and put it together, rolling around, it doesn't feel heavy at all. But in the box, it does feel a little bit heavy. But anyway, look at it. So you've got a front motor, 1000 watts, rear motor, 1000 watts, 2 52-volt batteries, and they're both 20 amp hours each. So, I mean, it's going to be a bit of a beast, isn't it? Now, I'm going to go out and test it on the hills, like I usually do. We'll see what it's like. Now, you have got 2 modes. You've got a couple of modes, actually. You've got pedal assist only. You've got rear motor on the red button, and you've got front motor on this button here. I'll show you about that in a minute. But let's bring the camera in a little bit, have a quick look around all the little bits and bobs, and then we'll get it out on the old open road. So looking down at the wheels, they're 20-inch wheels with a 4-inch tyre. You've got 180mm discs in the front, and the rear, the discs do look quite thick, and you've got them big hydraulic caliper brakes there. You've got front suspension, which is sort of upside-down suspension, I suppose you'd call it, and a rear shock absorber there. Now, with me sitting on the bike, I can flat-foot it. I can put my foot flat to the floor. I'm 178 centimetres, 1.78 metres, or 5'10". If I put my hands on the handlebars, I'm almost upright completely. I got to lean forward slightly, and you could go forward a bit on the seat. You could go back a bit on the seat. So let's have a look at the rest of the bike. Looking down here at the batteries, these batteries are independent to each other because the front battery does the front motor and the rear battery does the rear motor. So you can change them with the controls on the handlebars. And like I've said, they're 52 volts, these batteries, and they are 20 amp hours each. You've also got, this comes with the bike as well, where you can put some stuff in and it has got a phone holder. Looking at the front of the bike here, you've got a headlight, which is a bit like a motorcycle headlight, an indicator. So let's just show you the headlight. Let's put the headlight on, and then there's the left indicator, and there's the right indicator. So let's turn the bike around and have a look at the back lights. So looking at the back light, let me turn them on there. So that's your tail light, that's your brake light there, and then you've got indicators in the rear as well. There we go, that's the left one, and there we go, that's the right one. So looking up at the handlebars, you've got your twist throttle there, you've got your key control turn off and on, but there, look, it does come with 6 keys. You've got 2 keys for them, and then 2 keys for each battery. You've got your 7-speed Shimano, you've got your hydraulic brake up by here, and let's just turn this back on again here, the display, so you can see what it looks like. Quite a nice display, colourful. We go across here, you've got your controls here, plus, minus, information, headlight, walk function. Then this one here is for the rear motor. This switch here is for the front motor. Then you've got your indicators here, and you've got your horn, and that is really loud. That hurt my ear then. I think the horn is located actually down there in the headlight as well. So there we go. Oh, and also you've got these mirrors as well. If I look in there, look like that. Hello there. Hey, all right. And you've got a mirror over that side. So it does look quite sort of motorbikey. Now the seat is squishy, very, very squishy. I've sat in there, it does feel nice. And the rear motor and the front motor, I can't remember the exact torque number, so I'll put it up on the screen, but with them combined, you're going to have a lot of torque. So I'm expecting this to go up a hill just super fast. So we'll be testing that soon. So that was a quick look around the bike. Now we're going to get it out on the open road, do some brake testing, do some speed testing, do some hill testing. But before I go out, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, let's get going. Hey, all right then, here we go. Now I got it in, I've only got the front motor on at the moment, so I'm going up the hill. What have I got in level assist? Let's put in level assist 5 and see what happens. So we're on the lower part of the hill at the moment, and it's speeding up to 21, 23. Let's just slow down a bit. This is a bit, it's quite fast. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. About 27 miles per hour. Let's go through the tunnel. There's lots of gnats, but it's quite bumpy, this bike is. Right. If you can hear a noise, it's the front brake making a noise. Let's get to the steep part of the hill and see what happens. Steep part of the hill coming up by here now. It's still going up there. 26. Let's engage front motor. Oh, hey! Whoa, look at this. Blimey! Flippin' heck! 36, 37, 36, 37 miles an hour up the hill. Oh my god! Holy moly! Blimey O'Reilly! Blimkin' heck! I wasn't expecting that, no. When you put the front motor on, there's loads of torque. Let's pull off by and see what happens. Yeah, the front wheel is... I think this is a motorbike, it's not a... It's more of a motorbike, isn't it? The acceleration is quick as well. It's flying up here. Here we go. 33, 36. It goes up the hills easy. This is the fastest I've been up the hill, I think. Holy moly, this is really good, this is. It's just me laughing going up the hill. Oh. Here we go, full power, 37, I haven't seen 37 again, man. Flippin' heck. I think about 37 miles an hour is the top speed, I think. That's that is really impressive. I'm really surprised about that. Oh, Now, I will say, the one thing I will say is there's not much. It's got rear suspension, but nothing seems to be happening in the front. Oh, the front's going there, look. I don't know if you can see that there. That is, the front's pretty good, but I can't seem to. The back suspension seems to be really strong. There's a little bit of give in it, but not a lot. Let's turn this around. Like so. Let's take that front motor off, because it's loads of torque. When you've got the front motor on as well, there's loads of torque. Now let's do a brake test. We usually do a brake test by here. Now, that front brake, I think the front brake is bedding in because it's making a little bit of a noise at the moment. So, let's just do a brake test. See what happens. Right, okay, there's no cars coming now. Let's put the motor on by there. And we'll do a brake test down by there. We'll see what it's like. Let's get going then. Let's get decent speed up. Let's get to around about 20 miles per hour. And then 1, 2, 3. Whoa! The bike did lift up a bit on the front end, but you can see there, that was quite a long, I don't know how far back that was there then. I think I need to pull the front brake a bit harder, but you've got to remember, there we go, I think it started about by there. You've got to remember this bike is 56 kilograms, that's why it's got the bigger thick brakes. It did stop me well, but you could feel the weight of the bike, if you know what I mean. So the brakes are good, because I even, at the end, the bike lifted up slightly in the front, which means that the front brake was going to lock up as well. So there we go. So the power on this, now like I said, if you try and pedal, you can pedal. Let me just turn that off there now. Let me just turn that off. So I got that off and that's off, and we'll have it on level assist 1, like so, and I'll pedal, and so I feel what it was like. So I can't feel anything there. So have you got to actually have the motors engaged? Let me just turn around by here. Let me just see, have you actually got to have the motors engaged to actually get any sort of pedal assist? Let me put that pedal on there, let me get going. Right, there we go. Let me turn it off now. Yeah, so you've actually got to have the motor engaged, like so. And let's have a feel what that's like. I'll give it a kick like that. That's not too bad. It does come in pretty quickly. Let me just put it on level 5 and see what that's like now. So I'm gonna pedal on level 5. Well, I suppose you could pedal, because you're not actually putting much weight onto your actual hips or anything, because it is taking all the sort of, it's taking the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's taking all the, you're not putting much pressure on your legs, because your knees are kind of high, but you don't want to be putting much pressure on it. And when you're in level 5, it is taking all the pressure off your legs, if you know what I mean. And if I put it in both motors on, then it's going to take loads of pressure off your legs, isn't it? But yeah, so when you put both motors on, let me just turn it around. I've got it in level assist 5 by here, and we'll do a sort of an acceleration test. This is downhill slightly, but we got the back motor engaged like that, the front motor engaged, and then if I pull this now, I think the front wheel's going to skid a bit first of all, but we'll give it a bash anyway. And 1, 2, 3, go! Holy moly! Whoa! Oh, I tell you what, I'm going to do a brake test again, because I tell you what happened. I'm used to the front brake being on this side, but that's the rear brake. I was pulling that one too much and not enough of this one. So that's the front brake, that's the rear brake. Now, usually, like if you're riding a motorbike, that's always the front brake. And on most bikes in the UK, that's the front brake. But in America, they go the other way around. I don't know why. So some bikes are front brakes that side, rear brakes that side, and some are the other way around. So I'm going to do the brake test again. Nothing behind me, is there? Let me turn back around, hang about. When you pull off, the front wheel just does wheel spins. It's funny. Let me just, I think I've knocked the camera at the back there. Yeah, it's pointing to the floor there, so we'll put that back that way there. So I got one camera here, I got one camera there, and I got one camera there. And there's a car coming now. Oh my god! But pass me a bit fast then. Blimey. It's only about 2 houses up there and there's blooming traffic coming in left, right and centre. Right, let's go back. Let's go back. Oh, this is fun. Right, there we go. We get the 20 like last time. I'll pull the front brake a bit more this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. That's better. Oh, blimey. That's more like it. There we go, look. Quite a short distance there. So if I go backwards, 1, 2, 3, somewhere about here. It was about there. The other marks are my other brake marks, because I do brake tests by all the time. So that was quite quick, that was. So there we go. That was my error on the first brake test, because I was pulling the back one more than the front one, if you know what I mean. They swapped them around, haven't they? Swapped them around. Right, I'm having too much fun on this bike. So, I suppose it's got a high top speed because it's 52 volt as well. 52 volt, 2 motors. I mean, it's fantastic, isn't it? Let's go. I tell you what, there's a really big hill. If I go down this way down here now, and then I turn left at the end, is a massive hill. So we'll try an even bigger hill. And I mean, it's a steep hill. It goes up to a farm, it's quite steep. So, yeah, these brakes, I gotta say, these brakes are pretty good. They are good. 180mm discs. Like I said, the discs look like they're like a little bit thicker than the normal discs. I think that's because of the weight of the bike. But anyway, let's get down here and have a look what's going on. Now I will say the seat is nice and comfy, the seat is lovely and comfortable, but like I said, the rear shock absorber, I think it's because, well, how heavy am I? I'm 81 kilograms. That's about 12 stone 10. So I don't think I'm heavy enough to compress the shock absorber in the rear. So it doesn't, it's quite firm. I'd say it's very, very firm. And if I was to keep this bike, I'd probably put a lower rated shock absorber on the back, maybe a 650 spring or something like that. I'm not quite sure where this one is. I'll have a look now. Let me just pull over and have a look. I'll have a look if I can see what it is on the back of there. Usually they're like £1,000 spring type thing they have. I don't know if it's an air shock or a... Let me see. I don't know if I can be able to see it from here. Let me put the stand down. Let's have a look. I think that says, well, it says 750 on there, but if I try and compress it like so, let me try and compress this. You can see there's not much give in it. Look, I could do with a little bit more give in there, I reckon. Just a little bit more suspension. So here I am. Look, I'll show you where I am as well. Have a quick look around there. Big pylon for the electric, but I can see all across the mountains by here. Now I'm gonna go up to the end of here. I'm gonna turn left, and there's a steep hill like that. It's very steep. So if this bike gets up that hill easily, then is a winner, innit? So let's carry on down that way. Now I tell you what I haven't tried yet is you can turn off the rear motor and turn on the front motor. So we'll give that a try now to see what that feels like. See if you can if it still handles okay. Yeah, it does. It's all right. Yeah, that feels all right. So this is just the front motor now. So it's got the same amount of pull as the back motor. It feels like to me. Let's have a look. It's picking up speed. Look. So this is just the front motor, this is. Oh. So that's just the front motor on its own. So if it does feel exactly like the back motor. Right, okay, so I'm going to get to the end of the road by here now. take a left, and it goes, it starts off not too bad and it gets steep quite quickly, so I'm going to engage dual motors, pull off slowly so I don't do any wheel spins, and it says 20 miles an hour over there, so I better stay within the speed limit. Anyway, right, so let's have a quick check down here. Nothing coming that way. Let's have a go up here. It says under the oak up that way. Let's have a go then. Right, so it's quite steep. This hill's quite steep at the moment, but it gets a lot steeper as we get further up by here. Now I have taken a few e-bikes up here. Some of them have got up there. I'm trying to think of the bikes that did get up here. There's not many. They always seem to sort of slow right down. So we're getting a bit steeper now. This is very steep now. This is very steep by here. I've only got the accelerator on a little bit. It's not slowing down. So this is steep now. This is steep. Okay, trust me. You can't see on the camera, but it's steep. So let me just see if it accelerates up the hill. It does accelerate up the hill. Oh my god! Right, okay, we're coming to the top by here, which is a farm up by here, so let me just get up by here, take it nice and easy, and let's pull over there. There is a dirt track up there, but I'm not going up there. That is, I wish I'd show up on camera, but that is super duper steep down there. That's really steep. So when you got the double amount of torque on these two motors, it really is making hills easy. Oh, I gotta be careful. Let's turn our front motor off for a second. Now it does come with the mirrors, like I said, it shows the mirrors. I don't know if you can see but they are actually good. They're like motorbike mirrors, really. And let me just move that one, because that's looking down on the floor. Let me just turn that one that way like that, up a bit. So you should be able to see what I'm seeing with this camera by here. Let me put it up a bit like that. And that one there. But they are really good mirrors. Now, the display, what is the display showing? 4.3 miles. Now sometimes the batteries show that they've lost 1 bar when you've got this dual configuration, when they haven't actually lost 1 bar. So let me just try, let's see what happens if I turn it off and back on again. Hang about. Let's turn it off. Turn off with the key. Turn it back on. Turn that back on. And see what it says. See what... Oh, I had my hands on the brake. Let me take it off. See what I mean? Look, so it's gone back up. It's reconfigured itself, and it's still on a full battery. That happens sometimes. I've had bikes with 2 batteries, and somehow they get a little bit confused sometimes, and they go down 1 battery by 1 level when they're not supposed to. I don't know why. This does happen, so it's just an anomaly. But anyway, let's get down here. I want to try some more hills now. I want to find all the hills in in South Wales. But coming back down these hills like this is where bigger, thick brakes come into. I wonder if I can. Let me get to the flat and I'll try and show you. I don't know if it'll show up on camera that the actual brake discs are a little bit thicker than the normal ones. Let me get over by here in the sun. Hope a car doesn't come around the corner. Get off the bike. I don't know if I can show you. I'm looking down at them discs. Let's look at this front wheel here. Like that. If I look down at that disc there, it does look a little bit thicker than the normal disc. It does to me anyway. It might not show up on camera, but it does look a little bit bigger than the normal disc. And like I said, it's the same on the back as well. So there we go. They are pretty good, these brakes. Right. So look, have I got any motors on? I got no motors on. Let's get that one on there. Got to put the power assist up. There we go. A little bird there in front of me. So I got it in pedal assist 1 by ear, and the throttle is only taking me to 11 miles per hour. Still got the torque, but it's going to 11 miles per hour, so still plenty of torque. But it's just cutting off the speed. Once you get 11 miles per hour, it sort of cuts off. Let's try level assist 2. Level assist 2. What's that going to take me to? 16 miles per hour on level 2, level 3. Let's have a look. Oh, that's going quite fast. 22 miles per hour cuts off. Now, let's stop again now. And let's put the front motor on. Let's go back to level 1. And I assume that it'll still cut out 11 miles per hour with both motors. Let's just try that. Let's get 11 miles per hour. Yeah, exactly the same thing. It doesn't matter if you've got one motor or two motors on, it'll still cut out. So it's basically, it's giving you all the torque. It's not like cutting the actual torque, it's just, it cuts out when it gets to a certain speed. That's how the pedal assist is working, through the pedals and the throttle. Anyway, let's keep going. Now, like I said, it does come with a horn, so let's give it a quick beep. And I don't know if you can hear that through my microphone, but it is. It is very loud. It's very, very loud. It's heard in my ears, even through with the helmet on. So it's a lovely loud horn. Now, this bike has got a steel frame and it's got spoked wheels, so it's probably going to be pretty good. I think it wouldn't be too bad off-road either. I think it'd be quite durable off-road. So it'd be good for dirt tracks and whatnot and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind if I could find a dirt track somewhere. The trouble is, everything's overgrown this time of year. I wouldn't mind giving it a try, because with all this amount of torque, it seems like it's going to be easy getting up hills. Right, okay, there's a big hill in front of me, so let's do it like a sort of a stand-in start. Is that the right word? So I'm not. Let's take the brakes off. Ready, steady, go. It's so much fun. So if you are interested in buying this e-bike, I'll put all the links in the description down below. So go down below, check in the description, and it should be there. If I remember, I will remember. I'll make sure I put it down in the description. Right, okay, now there is if I turn to the right by here, there is a sort of massive bit of a hill by here. We could call it off-road, I suppose. So let's give it a bash. I'll go up this way now. I'm not going to go up here fast because it's going to bounce me around, but let's see if I can go up here nice and slowly, nice and easy, as if I was going off-road or something. Now this does get, it's a bit rough, a bit bumpy. You can see, look, I'm looking at the terrain in front of me. But we'll just see if I can actually get up here. Now I'm doing about 7 miles per hour, and it does feel quite solid and planted. Let's try and stay at 7, because otherwise I will slow down. I can't believe this. I gotta say, this is fantastic. If you want a bit of off-road fun, go and buy one of these bikes. Look how easy that was. I'm not going slow. I'm in total control of the bike. Look at that. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, we're back on flat ground now. I'm not going to go too fast because this isn't level ground. Even though it looks level in the camera, it's not. I'm jumping down like that. Now, let's have a look. Shall I go over there? Oh, I don't know which way to go now. I think I'll go over that mound of stuff by there. Like that. Do a wheel spin. Up over here, like that. I can't stop laughing. I'm having so much fun. Right, let's get down by here. Right, okay, do a little bit more off-roading. Down by there, look. I don't know if you can see down there. There's a bit of a hill going down there, dirt track. It's not too long. I'm not going down that bit there. I'm going to go along there and around. So let's go down there. Let's put this in. Are we on? Yeah, we're on. Right, let's go then. Right, let's take it easy. I'm not a young man anymore. Let's go round here, like so, round the corner. So it is pretty steep by here, you know. It's a dirt track. I gotta try and remember which way my brakes are around. This is the front one over here on the left, so I don't want to be pressing that one too hard when I'm on the loose stuff. But there we go, nice and easy. Now it probably looks flat. This probably looks flat on the camera, but it's not flat. I'm going down a hill. Look, if I pull the brakes, it's skidding. Look, I wouldn't be skidding if I was going down a hill, would I? But there we go, almost down to the bottom. And there we go. Hey, that wasn't bad at all. Do you know what? I didn't see that there then. A big piece of concrete sticking out, look. Okay then, that's the review of the Ridstar Q20 Pro. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed riding this bike. Plenty of power. It's got a good range on it. I mean, what more do you want? And the price is pretty good. Go and check out the links below and the price. You'll be shocked at the price for the amount of bike you're getting for the money. Anyway, if you did like this video and you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!